welcome back to my channel. I am personally so happy to be here. I just finished my lower body workout today. I did it at home. We are in the middle of potty training, so going to the gym was not an option today, but really good workout. And this is what I do after every lower body workout. Honestly, this is a great little routine to do anytime to keep your hips, glutes, hammies, quads open and work on flexibility or maintain flexibility. So what I do is I just start in this kneeling position and move my front foot forward. And then I just kind of ease in here to get into the hip flexors. So just feel free to go back and forth here. And then I move into a lizard lunge. So first with my hands down, and then I'll press into the opposite knee and kind of lean and twist. And then maybe come down to the elbows. And please feel free to hang out here as long as you want. I'm not kidding when I say I stay in these stretches for between like 5 and 10 minutes. I will answer emails. I will get caught up on DMs on Instagram. I will turn on another podcast, all those things. So take your time. And then from here, sometimes I'll do a nice twist. If it's available to come down to your elbow, I come down to the elbow and then I kind of twist back. I'll even press into the knee. Okay, and then from here, I just press back, flex the front toes, and gently hinge forward for a half split stretch. The goal here is to get your chest to your leg and keep your hips rather even. So just taking the time here, sometimes I will pedal back and forth and then sink in as long as you can or have the time to. And then from this stretch, I go back into that lizard lunge. And especially on a day that I've worked quads so much, I'll bend the back knee, try to keep the hips where they are, like nice and low, and then reach back. You can do same hand or you can do opposite hand. I prefer the opposite hand, but it really doesn't matter too much. And then pull the heel in towards your glutes. So you may notice that you want to lift up because it takes you out of the stretch a bit. Try to stay low and just gently pull in. You can get a little heart opening stretch here as well, but for the quads, we just kind of want to pull the heel in towards the glutes. Mine are so tight and sore today. Whew. And then after you've held that as long as you would like, feel free to kind of give your hip flexor a break here and just kind of come into this supported half split position. And then we're going to just walk that front foot over and come into a half pigeon. Now, half pigeon has been much more difficult for me lately since I have been really focused on my lower body workouts and lifting heavier. So take your time easing in. I actually find that I sit up for a second just to kind of open up and try to get my hips a little more square. Also, I notice that my foot keeps pulling in a little bit more. When that happens, I'll either push my knee out to the side or pull the foot in a little bit more until I'm more warmed into the stretch. And then a lot of times once I'm settled, I'll come in and just hang out. And this is when I'll like answer my emails or whatever it is. Half pigeon is the pose that I want to hang out in as long as possible and just really relax. Like focus on relaxing through the outer hip on this stretch. Now, if you want another seriously incredible quad stretch, bend that back knee gently and begin to stretch here. Toes towards the ribs. Literally a very intense stretch, so just being very gentle. Again, relaxing through the exhales here as well. And then after this, I will just kind of shift back, pull the opposite leg around, and go into fire log legs. So my big thing for fire log legs is not to pull the heel in towards the hips, but to keep it like line your shin up with the side of your mat or the top of your mat, whatever works, and then stack the other leg on top. That's where the stretch is. Once you pull your legs in, you're gonna lose the stretch. So sometimes I will repeat that little sequence on the other leg because this is really getting into my opposite hip. But for today, I'm just gonna go ahead and show you this, and then you can feel free to repeat on the other side before coming into fire log or double pigeon, just totally up to you. So here, just a nice exhale. I flex the toes to help my knees stay aligned and not too much pressure on them. And then I come down as I'm ready. And then sometimes I try to walk out further and get my chest down towards the shin. But I think this is my more open side. So on the other side, sometimes you'll notice that. Most of the time you'll notice that. I feel like that one side is just slightly different, more open, more closed, whatever. Yeah, this side is tighter. It's my right hip. So lifting up, walking down. Just a nice exhale. And then literally for this one, feel free to hang out as long as you can. I would say shoot for between 1.5 minutes and 3 minutes to get started. Or less, obviously, but like if you need to work up to 1 minute, that's great. And then progress from there. And then after that, the final pose, I will usually just do a semi-relaxed forward fold with my knees slightly bent, toes flexed, and just kind of walk the hands forward. Again, if you need to like distract yourself or let the time kind of just go by, I have my phone here and will take care of whatever I can while I'm stretching so that I kind of lose track of the time. But the goal is to kind of relax through the quads, let there be a little micro bend in your knees so you're not like hyperextending here. You want to find rest and relaxation and elongation. So really hinging at the hips, letting your arms lead the way so that your chest is like moving down towards your toes and down towards the mat. And then feel free to like relax the toes, relax the body, maybe relax your head and just feel like a melting sensation. Oh, and then that is my sequence. I just repeat both sides or on the other side, and then a lot of times it will be easier to go right into your fire log legs after that. So if you want to do the sequence, then fire log legs, and then the fold, that's typically what I do. I hope this was helpful. Literally, it's about the time and the consistency, and I'm so excited for more flows that I'm going to be posting. But this one is very near and dear to my heart because it is effective. It is very effective. Have an awesome day.